the fascia lata. So the fascia lata is not a muscle, and so if you see something that is kind of a band, which this is, then you know it's your fascia lata. The fascia lata connects to this muscle right here. And what is that called?
Tensor fascia lata.
The tensor fascia lata, which makes sense. And then you have your butt muscles. You have your, well, actually, let's do this first. What's this one? Cauda femoralis. Above cauda femoralis, you have
Gluteus maximus.
and then underneath that, the bigger one?
Medius.
Gluteus medius. So again, in the cat, the gluteus medius is bigger than the gluteus maximus, just like the pectoralis minor is bigger than the pectoralis major. Okay, so these are the main muscles here. Cauda femoralis, gluteus maximus, gluteus medius, and then
Tensor fascia lata.
tensor fascia lata. Underneath the tensor fascia lata, you have the biggest of your quad muscles. And this is the lateral
Yeah,
vastus lateralis. And that's underneath here. And you can see that extend over to this side. Sorry. And it kind of cups this big band of muscle here, which is
Rectus femoris.
rectus femoris. And then, so those are your two of your quad muscles, 1, 2, and then what's this one?
Vastus medius.
Vastus medialis. And then underneath all of this, you have a very small muscle up against the bone,
Vastus intermedius.
vastus intermedius. Covering all your quads, you have this flap of muscle similar to your epitrochlearis. And what is that?
Sartorius.
Sartorius, and you can see that well over here. Covering your hamstring muscles, you have this flap, which is
Gracialis.
gracialis. You open it up, and you see this right here. What is this?
Semitendinous.
And this is semitendinosus. You can see from the front side and the back side, because it kind of hangs. Okay. And then above this semitendinosus, you have,
Semimembranous.
and then you have your,
Adductor femoris.
and then you have,
Adductor longus.
and the adductor longus is this thin one. Oops, this thin band, right? And the femoris is the other one. And in the back, the last muscle, this big one that is, I've been finding people have a hard time remembering, is
Biceps femoris.
biceps femoris. And then you can see the muscles on this aspect as well. So what's this long one?
Semitendinous.
Okay,
Semimembranous.
good. And then these are your,
Adductor femoris and longus.
yeah, you can't see longus on this.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so the last thing is the calf muscles, right? So what are these two big ones, the lobes?
Gastrocnemius.
Good. You pull those apart. What's planted inside the gastrocnemius?
Plantaris.
And then what's next to the bone?
Soleus.
And all these are connected to the Achilles, right? So if you're looking at, there's other muscles on the bone itself, but you're not responsible for those. You're only responsible for the ones that are connected to the Achilles.